Good morning, Lincoln community. I'm Steve Lindblom, principal at the school, and this is your third edition of a logger update as we get this school year up and going. Today, I have just a few reminders about some of the safety pieces that are in place this year. This slide is a copy or a paste of the information that is on the mitigation plan for Vancouver Public Schools, which of course is being driven by the state of Washington. I'll summarize just inside that face coverings must be worn over the nose and mouth for entry into the building. So when you visit the building, thank you for doing so. And all staff and all students are required to wear masks inside. So far, I'm very pleased with how this is going. We do know that masks will slip periodically, but we have great nonverbal communication amongst each other where we just kind of move our hand around the mask, and generally everybody, whether they're 8 or 58 or 68 or 38, recognize that the mask has slipped and they respond quite quickly. So I appreciate everybody's help with that. And outside, the current order from the Secretary of Health is that masks are not required outdoors regardless of vaccination. Now, I want to be clear that masks are strongly recommended for unvaccinated individuals. And in fact, we do encourage and want all staff and students to continue wearing masks outside as well. Now, again, it's allowable that it does not happen, but I have instructed all staff that even outside, we are going to model and wear our masks. So far at recess, a majority of students continue to wear masks as it's become a part of what we do and a part of our life. If a student decides to pull a mask down or not wear a mask because of activities where they're sweating and very hot, we'll remind them, of course, to put their mask on the way in. However, again, they are not required to. But I do want to be clear again that a majority of our students outside continue to wear them unless they are extraordinarily hot and sweaty and having troubles breathing. Now to some more fun things, and that is about traditions. The traditions are very important to the life of a student and their experience in elementary school. Here at Lincoln, we're going to do our best to honor each and every one of the traditions we have at Lincoln Elementary, and hopefully my target is to make some new ones this year as well. But again, they will look different, but I think we need to have the target of making those traditions and those activities happen, but be nimble in making them as safe as possible and perhaps having them look a little bit different in the structure. Lunch and recess. So far, the lunches have worked out fantastic. We have a new setup in the cafeteria. It does assure and maximize and maintain the 6 feet distancing during the eating time. So very pleased with that. Recess, again, it may have opportunities for students not to fully physically distance from each other, but we are in target to maximize opportunities to increase the physical space. So far, we just have a couple scenarios where there's some overlap of grade levels and a couple combinations, but we've been able to significantly drop the number of students that are out on recess together. Again, staff and students are not required to wear masks outdoors, but staff will be wearing them, and a majority of our students, like I said, continue to wear them. And that, of course, is what we would wish. Snacks. Snacks are a really important part of the elementary experience as well. A couple of reminders with snacks, and I've presented this to staff as well. Snacks should be prepackaged. We do and are required to have labels for ingredients if there's any sort of celebratory snacks. Students have to wash their hands before. And back with the pre-packaging, it needs to be done by the vendor. That is, if snacks are being prepared, they should not be handled by someone that we are not aware of. Distribution of any type of snack must be done with gloves on. So you can see the connection of the washing of the hands and distribution with gloves on. And then the most important part is with any sort of eating, when masks have to be dropped, there must be 6 foot distancing. It must be in a location that can guarantee that 6 foot distancing. Water has been another piece with the continuing warm weather that we're experiencing. We are required to provide accessible drinking water to all students and staff. All water fountains and water filling stations, which I wish we had one of those, should remain available to all students and staff. In full disclosure here, our water fountains have been turned off. They should have been turned on before the start of the year, because we cannot deny that access to water to students. So those are in the process of being turned on again. And then, of course, thanks for a great first week. Thanks for working with us as we navigate a full school again with the many procedures and provisions we need to have in place. It's been a very good first week. I'm very encouraged by everything I've seen and experienced. I hope it has been for you as well. I'll be in touch next week with some more videos, and I hope they've been of help. And I hope you just have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks, everybody.